Alright, so we're going to get started. I'm going to walk my girlfriend through a little bit of Excel so she can start to get the hang of it and understand how to use it, and then go off and try to do big things with it. But anyways, I made up this data set because she's an HR major, so you know HR is more relevant to what she's going to work with. Made up a data set with employee names, the age, the department, what the pay is for the month, the hours they worked, and then obviously the month. So we're going to get started by first looking at the data, cleaning it up a bit, maybe not cleaning it up, manipulating it a bit, and then we're going to go on from there. But I want you to ask me like questions of what you think you want to try to do, and then I'll explain how you can get that done. Or even when I ask you to try to do something, if you have any questions, I need you to participate with the questions as much as I participate with giving you advice as what to do and all that. Okay.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
All right. So first things first, we've got this data set. So let's just, right now, if you look at it, right, if you look at the month, it looks like it's not following any particular order, right? So how about you sort the data so it's ordered by month?
Okay, so should I tell you what I think I should do first? Or how do you want to go about it?
Actually, that is a good question. How about I just tell you what to do, and then if you have a question along the way, then you bring it up, yeah?
Alright, sounds good.
So in order to sort the data, there's a few ways you can go about it, and we're gonna use the method that accomplishes more than just data sorting. So we're gonna do that by using filters, because filters allow you to filter down and only see specific parts of the data. But not only do they allow you to filter, they also let you sort. Okay. So whenever you want to work with a filter, you've got to highlight the top of where you want the filter to start. So typically your column names, right?
Right.
So highlight just the column names.
Oh, just here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So highlight all the column names that you want to be able to filter through.
Wait, don't you start from the actual letter? I don't know what the
From the whole column. You don't need to highlight the whole column. You just need the top row, so the header. You can work from the column, but if you say for example the data and the header of the column started in row 2. If you highlighted the columns, then the filter would start at row 1, which wouldn't help you filter your data because it wouldn't be applied to it.
Okay. Alright,
Yeah.
I got you.
So highlight all the columns, and when you're going to sort, a thing to keep in mind when you're going to sort data with filters is you need to highlight the entire the entire data set. If not, you're going to sort a few columns but not all of them, so then your data is not going to be accurate, right?
Right, so if I only did month like how I first started,
Yeah.
only month and not sort the actual information from the other.
Exactly. Okay, so now that you have the column headers highlighted, what you want to do is you want to go to the data tab in your Excel ribbon, right?
Right.
And now click that, and now look for the sort function.
Or filter.
Oh yeah, you want the filter. I'm sorry. Look for the filter, and now click on the filter.
Oh, not the down arrow?
Not the down arrow just yet. Okay. So now that you click the filter button, you see the filters on each column, right?
Right.
So now click into them.
Into each one or just?
Into one of them.
Okay.
Okay. So if you go to that new little window that popped up, you can expand the window if you right click, or if you left click on the corner of it, right? The corner of the window. So by where it says clear filter, kind of like you want to make the window bigger.
Wait, you're talking about this one?
Yeah, that little window. So go to the corner. You should be able to bottom right corner, and just make that make it bigger so we can see it a bit more. Okay, yeah. So now, what the filter lets you do is you see the check boxes next to each month.
Okay.
The filter will let you, will allow you to limit the data to only show you whatever you have in the checked boxes. So if you unchecked, right? If you unchecked April, August, and February, then the data will only show you the values for January, July, June, March, and May.
Okay.
So that's what the filter is typically used for, right? But if you look at the top of this screen or this window, there's that sort ascending, and then to the right of that there's descending.
Right.
So if you click that, then your whole data set that has all the filters will be sorted in whichever order you choose for the specific column that you open that window up for.
Okay.
Right? So if you sort ascending here, it's gonna
Do it alphabetically from A to Z.
yeah, exactly. So you go ahead and choose how you want to. Right? So now it's April, August, February, January, July. It's alphabetically. But notice how it didn't sort like in terms of calendar month, right? Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes. It did it alphabetically.
Right. So the reason that's happened is that if you click into so exit out of the box, right, out of this window. Okay. Now if you click into the cell, into like any of the months, right? Like choose a month, call April. Okay. Now go to your ribbon and go to the Home tab. Okay. Now if you move over in the ribbon under the Home tab, do you see that section that says number at the top?
Right here.
Yeah. So you see that general
Oh, okay. So it's not doing it.
as a date.
Right. Oh, so here. Wait. So do I highlight the column F or just from? Right,
Yeah.
I have to highlight
You
this
can
one.
you can do the column, yeah.
Okay. Oh wait. Okay. Oops. Was I supposed to highlight the whole thing, or did it do it?
No, you're fine like that. So
Okay.
so now to double check and see, click any of the months again.
Okay.
Okay, so it says it's formatted as a date, but sometimes it'll say that and it won't necessarily pick it up. So to check, you can click on that down arrow, right, again for the filter.
Here.
No, I'm sorry, on the actual column header. Yeah, click there. Okay. It says it's still, your sort still says ascending and descending, right? So ascending and descending is just alphabetical.
Right.
So it's not necessarily picking up a time. So do this, right? Go to the click into the cell next to the month.
So I worked.
So go to April. You see where at the top of. Okay, so move over to the column G in the same row. Okay, now do equals and then type month. Equals month.
I can spell.
Open parentheses.
Wait. So what are the parentheses?
The parentheses is the start of a function
Okay.
or a formula. And now click over with the right keypad, or the left keypad, I mean.
So I have a trackpad, so I don't know how to.
Oh, okay. So then what you're going to have to do is click.
Oh, wait, I paused. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot. So you said left or right click?
No, it was the key. So you want to now left click next to the on the month next to that row. Yeah, click that, and now closing parentheses. Now hit enter. Oh no. Just hit yes. Okay, so it's still not recognized as a date. It's a text, so you can't really use the month formula. So this is my rookie mistake. Okay, so you have the month, but you don't have. It's not in terms of. I'm just thinking right now how I'm going to help you solve this issue, right? Because notice how we're working with data, right? And off the get, all we did was a sort, and then we couldn't get it to sort exactly how we wanted, right? So off the get, we ran into an issue just trying to do a simple sort of the data. This is what I want you to understand from this simple exercise is that when it comes to working with data and doing analysis in Excel, one of the biggest time consumers isn't looking at the numbers, it's actually getting the data ready so then you can produce something that you'll look at to understand it. Okay, so we're gonna use a few tricks to basically get this April to convert to an actual date so we can sort, from oldest month to the newest. So to do that, let's think about it like this, right? So every month, right, you can delete that error. Go over to column N, and this is what I want you to do. Yeah, type in month, right?
Oh, equals first?
Huh?
Equals sign first?
No, just type month. You just want it as text for the column header.
Okay.
Right, now underneath type January, and then underneath of that February. Okay, and then highlight January and February. Okay, highlight both of them. Okay, now when Excel can pick up that you have a possible pattern, right, given something you've highlighted, all you have to do is, you see that little box in the bottom right corner
Where?
of the cells that you have highlighted, that little blue box?
All this?
Yeah. So when Excel understands there's a pattern here, if you click and hold that and drag it down, Excel will fill the rest of the pattern for you. Okay, you see? So now Excel said, based off of January and February, I can tell that you want the months, right? So you typed in January, February, and then it gave you the rest of the months so you didn't have to do all that typing, right?
Why are my contacts are dry?
All right, so now, you all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what we're going to do, ready, is next to month, type in number.
Right here?
Yeah. And then type 1 and then 2 underneath. Okay, and now do the same thing. Try to get that pattern to copy down. Hopefully Excel picks it up as a continuation. Ah, yeah, it did. Okay. So now you have the month and the number, right? Next to it. So now think of it like this. Now you have two data tables, right? What we're going to do is to start to get this, the goal here, right, now that you have these two data tables, is next to the month, we're gonna put a value that's gonna be a date representation of that month field, and we're gonna do that by creating a date and then converting and then with that date making it align to the month. Once you have that set up, you'll be able to sort in terms of time, right, and not alphabetically. Yeah? Okay, so to do that, ready? you're gonna, next to column F, right? I want you to set up a header there that says MTH. So month, but we just spell it differently, right? Okay, now hit enter. And now you're gonna do this. Ready? We're gonna use a VLOOKUP. So what a VLOOKUP does, huh?
No, I was just gonna ask you what it was.
So what a VLOOKUP does is it's gonna look in the second table that we just created, and it's gonna look for a month. It's gonna look for a value in that table, and then it'll give you the value, the corresponding value from that table, right? So basically the VLOOKUP is we're going to tell Excel to look in columns N and O, and when you match from column N to O, give me the number that's next to that match in N, give me whatever's in O, right? So when the month is April, I want you to bring in the number 4. When the month is July, I want you to bring in the number 7, right? Because those numbers correspond with the actual month of the year. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so to do the VLOOKUP, what you're gonna start with is equals VLOOKUP.
Oh, you actually type it out?
Yeah.
Always?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And now, actually, can you just hit erase that? Just do the equal sign.
Okay.
And now you see the top. Look in the top left corner where it says month. In that white bar. Top left corner. Yeah. So click there. Click on that. Yeah, right there. Now go to more functions, and now search VLOOKUP. Now click that. Double click it. Okay, so now what you've got here is this is kind of like a it helps you put together formulas without having to type everything out, right? So the VLOOKUP has 4 arguments to it, and each argument is separated by a comma. The first argument says, what do you want me to look up, right? So our original table, right, you want for the month of April, you want to bring over a particular number. So you want to look up April. The April that's next to the column, the column where you type the formula. No, so back that out. Click on the April that's in F2. Right? Okay, and now for the table array. Click.
Can you explain what each part is?
Yeah, so the lookup value. The lookup value, you're looking at F2, you're basically saying look up April, right?
Right, but let's say if I wanted to do August, it's whatever section that's in, right? So if I wanted to do August, it'd be...
If you wanted to do August, so look at this. Remember how we said everything in Excel is relative, right?
Right.
So when you're typing the formula, right, you're typing it in G2. So you want G2 to return the month number for the corresponding month in F2.
Right, but I'm saying, let's say
So
I don't start from F2 and I wanted to do August, I would just put in F and then whatever number.
yeah, but you would start writing the formula in the cell that's next to August, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So let's say I did VLOOKUP over here.
Yeah,
I would just type in whatever,
exactly.
or if I wanted to do down here, then same thing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, so you're telling Excel, look up April, right? That's what the first argument is.
Yes.
Now the second argument, the table array, this is where you click into that. This is where you tell Excel, look for April in this table. So what the column that Excel's going to have to look into is always the first column of your array. Right? And an array is just like a range of cells or of columns, right? So the array in this case is going to be column N to column O, right? So if you click on N, hold down and highlight O as well.
So from the top or from the actual?
No, click on N, the top. Right, click on, no, column N. Column, right there, the actual N. Hold and then highlight O. Now let go. So now you're saying, Excel, you're going to look up from N to O, knowing in your mind, right, that Excel is always going to look for April in the first column of your array. Right? So in your array N to O, Excel will always look for April in the N column, right? So if you visualize it, when Excel is looking up April in column N, it's going to match, right? Once it finds a match, the next piece of the formula, you're going to say, when you find April, give me the value in the column X that's in the same row as April.
Okay.
So go click into your column index number function. Yeah. So now N is the first column in the array, right? So the second column in the array is O. So you want when you find the match for April, you want the value that's in the second column. You want that 4. So type in 2 for the column. Huh?
Why 2?
Because you want Excel to bring the value from the second column. That 4 that matches April is in column number 2 of your array.
Okay, so if I wanted something from the first column, I'd put 1.
Yeah, you would put 1, but it's just going to return itself, right?
Right. All right. So let's say, for example, if there's a third column,
yeah,
whatever reason, and I only wanted it to start from the third value, then I'd put column 3.
If you wanted the value that's in the third column, yeah, you put the 3 in there.
Okay.
But your table array, right now your table array is N to O. You'd have to make sure your table array is from N to P, and then signify 3 for the third column.
Okay.
And then for the range lookup, I'll make this easy. It's always 0 in my experience. So you want the exact match. I've never used the other way is not an exact match, would be 1. I've never come across a scenario where I've had to do that, so I'm not really well versed there. But I always use 0 because I want the exact match, right?
Okay.
So now what you do is you hit enter. Right? So now the Vlookup brought over the number 4. So now hit Control C, or I think it's Command C. You can exit that, yeah. So hit enter. Oh yeah, you can do what you were about to do. Drag the little corner down. Drag it all the way to August. Let's see what you get.
Sorry, the trackpad. Only lets me go so far.
So for August, you've got 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you copy the... I think you have to copy the formula.
What did it track?
Remember, you can double click that plus and it'll shoot the formula to the end of the table. So double click on the... No, not there. On the little thing you're driving. Yeah, double click there.
Use the mouse. Oh, I didn't know that little trick.
Oh, I thought we did it on the last video.
I do not remember, but okay, now I know.
So do you see July matches with the 7,
Yes.
January with the 1, June with the 6, March with the 3,
Yes.
right?
So, yes.
So now it matches. So that's the VLOOKUP. We basically said the VLOOKUP took the value brought in the value from another table, right?
Yes.
Because if not, what we would have had to do, which would have been inefficient, was to paste a 4 next to every April, paste a 8 next to every August. But with a VLOOKUP, we set up the table once, and then the VLOOKUP took care of all that work, right? Okay. So now we've got the month, right? So now you could, huh?
Do you filter this?
Well, look at your filter, right? Your filter's not, if you filter right now, that new column you've made, oh wait, hold on, running out of time. Oh wow, we've removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting. Wow, I love it. Better give them a 5-star after this. So remember, if you were to try to sort the data set right now, you don't have a filter over that new column you created, so that wouldn't get sorted either.
Sorry, you lost me.
So if you tried to sort the data set right now with that new column you created, right?
So if I try to sort this with this, right?
Yeah, that new column's not going to sort.
This one?
Yeah.
Right, I want to sort this one.
Yeah, but that one's already sorted. You want to sort based off of the new month number, don't you?
Right.
Because you want it to be sorted from the oldest month to the most recent.
Right.
So go ahead and try what you were thinking.
Well, what I was thinking is that now I can do the ascending April. Wait, why didn't it filter? Or sort?
Hit the undo.
Okay.
Go all the way to the end of the data set. Let's make sure that the formula's down there. Okay, go back up. Remember what we talked about when we added the filters, right? If the filter isn't over top of the column, it's not going to sort, right? So
Here.
yeah.
Oh, okay. So I have to do filter. Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah. There you go. Do this thing for me first, though, right? I don't like to filter with formulas because they can get thrown off. So copy everything from column G. Right, copy it. And now, can you right click? Okay, paste special. And then click on values.
Here?
Yeah, right there. And then hit OK. So now if you look at it, there shouldn't be a formula in there anymore. It should just be the straight value that you see. You see that?
Yes.
Okay, so now you can go ahead and sort.
Did I do that correctly?
Where did you click? Did you click on month again? Remember, you don't want to sort by the month. You want to sort by that.
And then ascending.
Yeah, so you're sorting by month April. So it's basically the same thing you already had, right? But you want to sort now by that new MTH column.
Oh, wait, is that done?
The column you created.
Sort by.
No, the column you created.
Right, so how do I sort?
Click, you right?
Do this one.
Yeah, exactly. You see it? So now you've sorted January, February, so on and so forth, right?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry about that. That was my dog. So can you go back to January? Okay, yeah. So it looks sorted, right? January, February. Keep going down again. So one thing that I want you to take a look at, right, is once you've scrolled down a certain amount of rows, you lose your column headers, right? You don't see them anymore. So go all the way back up. So what I want you to do is highlight row number 2. And then I don't know the Mac shortcut for this, so go to, it should be under, yeah, hit layout, maybe there. Give me 1 second. I need to see where. Okay. Yeah, freeze pane. Now hit freeze pane.
Freeze pane or top row?
Freeze pane does it from the row you're at, or you can do top row since the top row has your column headers. Okay, now.
Scroll down.
Yeah, you see?
Okay, yeah.
So that's something that not many people do, but it's like, in my opinion, not to be a Excel snob, it's like proper etiquette, you know?
Right.
Okay, so now that we're past my Excel snobbery, now we have everything sorted by month, right?
Yes.
So you see how we had to go through those steps to get just to this point, right?
Yes.
This is why I told you earlier, Excel is like, you do more work manipulating and cleaning up and fixing the data than you will actually do analyzing, right? Because an analyzing is you take a few looks and then you dig deeper, right? Versus the manipulations, it took us this time just to get a sort based on time, right?
Right.
All right. So what we're gonna do next is, I want you to figure out how many, what are all the employees that are included in this data set, right? Like right now, you don't know if you go to the bottom of the data set, how many rows of data do you have?
129.
329?
1. Oh wait, 3. Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So what we should figure out now, right, is how many unique employees do we have?
What do you mean by unique?
So by unique, I mean, look at the employee names, right? Some of them look like they might repeat, no?
Yeah, I saw Diana on here like 5 times.
Ah, okay. So you don't Diana's not necessarily unique in this data set then, right? There's multiple Dianas.
Okay, yes. There
So
are.
how many unique employees do we have? Because if there's 5 Dianas, maybe there's like another 5, Johnnies. Right? So let's figure out how many unique employees are actually in this data set. So to do that, right, what you have to do is highlight the data. Yeah, there you go. And now you should go to data, the data tab. And then you should be able to, okay, you see the filter?
Remove duplicate?
Ooh, they have that? You don't want to remove them though. We just want to, because we don't want to mess up the data set. We just want to see, we want like another list with the unique employees, right? So remember that little arrow next to the filter icon? Click that. And then go to advanced filter. Okay. So now, Oh no, it looks like your list range changed. So in your list range is what the list that you want to filter more, right? So back that out. It looks like you're going from A1 to G1. Oh no, what'd you do?
I just clicked on it.
Click the arrow again. Yeah, advanced filter.
It automatically does that.
Yeah, so backspace.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now click from A1 and highlight all the way to the end of the data set. Just for that column though, just for the employee names, because that's what you want to filter. So you should have, there should be, I don't know what the Mac shortcut is, but okay, you've got it in there. Okay, so now that's the range of the list that you want to filter for unique. So now what we're going to do is we want the unique values in another list. So do you see under action right now the bubble? Yeah, exactly. Copy to another location. And then where it says copy to, click into copy to. Alright, so this is where you're gonna place that list of unique values. Let's paste it into column R. So just click column R. Okay, and now hit OK. Oh, what just happened? No, it went all the way down. So go back to the... Oh, we didn't hit unique values on there. That's what happened. What a rookie. My apologies. So, alright, ready? Do this. No, you can't undo. Highlight column R and delete everything in there. Now delete.
How do you delete?
You don't have a delete button?
It's just backspace.
Okay. Alright, so highlight, just hold on one sec. Just click into A1, but don't scroll anywhere. No, don't scroll, Go back.
You said click on A. One.
Yeah, you just can click on it. It's, yeah.
Like what, freeze pane?
Yeah. So now scroll all the way to the bottom of the data set, like you had.
Originally.
Yeah. Okay, now hold shift down, and then while you're holding shift, click on Sally. Okay.
Why didn't you show me that shortcut sooner?
Alright. Go to the filter again and advanced filter. Advanced filter. Okay, so it's in place. Now again, copy to another location. Highlight column R. Copy to... No, wait. Click on copy to first.
Oh.
Okay, now highlight column R. And now, this is where I slipped. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Hit OK. Now click into R1 and then hit down.
The down arrow?
Yeah. There you go. So those are your... Huh?
Sorry. No, I was going to say, so these are everyone that's duplicate? Or that's unique?
These are the unique values. So the entire list or the entire range that you highlighted is made up of duplicates, but the list that you have now in column R, those are unique. There's no duplicate in that list.
So really there's only 42 employees instead of 300.
Well, are you counting employee name as an employee?
Yes.
So is there 42 or 41 employees?
41. No,
Yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
41. So highlight from R2 all the way to the end of the list. So highlight the list of names.
Can I do that again? Shift and then what'd you say?
Shift, yeah. Click on one and then click to the end. Shift, click on Sally, and then click on Diana.
didn't have to do it before.
No, you did. Before you had it in A1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right? So you should see, I don't see it on your screen, but there should be a, okay, look where it says sum in the middle of your screen on the bottom of the Excel window.
Excuse me?
So go down, 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 go down.
Down the page?
No, your screen. Your cursor. Okay, right there. Yeah.
Oh.
So click that down. Click on that.
And then nothing happened. Oh, I just broke it.
Oh, what's going on? I'm not a fan of Macs. Can you right click on that little thing?
That is a right click, left click.
Do a left click?
Bruce!
Did it really?
Not down here.
Can you right or left click on that?
No, I can't do anything until it freezes.
Oh boy.
Well, here. Yeah, I can. I mean, I can actually move around to other windows.
Can you click into another cell?
No, it does the little ruling thing.
Does it? Oh, it doesn't show on the screen. Okay. All right. Well, what I typically in Windows at least, and hold on.
I will give you control.
Okay.
Okay. I just gave it to you, so you should be able to move. There you go. Oh.
Wait. I can move the mouse?
Yeah, you can do it for me.
Oh, this is crazy. Oh, this is crazy. Oh my god.
Rainbow ball? Or no?
No, I don't get that.
What do you get?
Nothing. Like no response.
Okay.
What? This is awesome. I did not know Zoom could do this.
Now you know.
Yeah, I'm definitely using this during a work meeting. Let me show you this, right? Let me share my screen real quick while yours unfreezes. So ready? You can see my screen, right?
I see your face.
You don't see this? Oh wait, am I sharing? I thought oh, what a rookie over here. I'm dropping the ball today. You can see it now, right?
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Can you see Can you see the text pretty well, or is it?
No, it's good. It's perfect. I can see. It's
Okay.
better than my phone, actually.
Okay, so
I felt like I was squinting.
was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna freeze the pane so I can have the header. I'm just gonna format this a bit. Okay, so let me show you what I was trying to show you, right? So I'm gonna filter. So in I don't know what the shortcut is with the Mac, but in Windows, excuse me, if you hold Shift and Control when you're in one cell, and then you hit the arrow, it'll take you to the very end. All right?
Hold,
Shift and Control. Shift, Control, and then the arrow. See how I'm jumping from one column to all of them?
Okay.
It's because I use...
Control button.
Huh?
I have a control button.
Oh, so what is yours, like the Mac control and then...
Well, there's control, option, and command, and then shift.
Oh, it's probably command, shift, and then the arrows.
Okay.
But you can do that, right? So let me just filter for unique like you did. Oh, what am I doing? So I'm going to highlight the list I want filtered. Then I'm going to go to Data, Filter, Advanced. And then I don't know why I picked up my column headers as well. But I'll highlight this list from A1 to A329. Copy to another location. I'll paste it in R, column R, just like you did. Go for unique, and then hit OK, right? So now my unique values are from row 1 to row 42, but row 1 is the column header. So it's 42 minus 1. I have 41 unique employees. But what I was trying to show you is that at the bottom of Excel, you see over here, right?
No, I don't see it. Oh, it says count, yes.
Yeah. So I don't know how you do it in like with a Mac, but if I right click this, I can also show the numerical count. I can show the minimum, the maximum.
Wait, what's the minimum and maximum?
Like if these were numbers, right? Let's look at the hours worked, right?
Okay.
If I highlight all the hours worked, so here's the sum of all the hours worked. The maximum amount of hours that somebody worked was 65. Then a minimum that they worked was 25.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay.
Right?
Gotcha now.
Average hours worked is 44.61, and that's all in this little bar. You can choose, you know, whether you want average count. I usually have everything.
Okay.
You know.
So, yeah.
But that's what I was trying to show you before your screen froze, because you know you could have gotten the count just by highlighting.
You want to hear what I do, actually?
Huh?
You want to hear what I do to find the count?
Don't tell me you count them.
No.
What do you do?
I don't want them. I highlight it, and then sometimes on the side of the little where the cross is, it'll count it. If not, where it says R2 right now, it'll tell me how many there are. I didn't know you could do that whole thing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So if you remember where we clicked up here,
Yes.
this is called the name box. Just found that out myself. But when you click there, this will tell you how many rows. You see?
That's how I'd usually find out how
The
many
count?
there are.
I got you.
You could do the count.
So let me show you this now, right? You can also do equals, count, open parentheses, and then just provide the list, close parentheses, enter,
Zero.
and it gave me 0. So because they're not numbers probably. But what you could also do is like we did earlier, 1, 2,
And then just drag it down.
yep, drag it down. The last number is how many there are, 41. So now if I do count equals count, provide the list, close parentheses, enter.
Oh, wow.
Now there's 41, right? So over this last, what was it? Probably last hour, we sorted based off of time, right? And then we figured out how many unique employees and what their names are. Right?
Yes.
So we could even take this unique and let's say how many unique departments are there. So again, highlight the list you want to find the unique values for. Then you can do Alt A E Q. Oh, nope. Alt A E. Oh no, it's Alt A Q. Sorry. Alt and then AQ is the shortcut for that advanced filter.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you start over?
Yeah, so remember how we said if you want to filter for unique, you highlight the entire list, right?
Yes.
And then you go to data, filter, advanced. You don't even have to go to data, right? You can just highlight the list, hit Alt, hit the letter A, hit the letter E. Oh, no. Hit Alt, hit the letter A, and hit the letter Q. And that pops up this advanced filter. Huh?
That's a shortcut.
Yeah, that's the shortcut for it.
Okay.
So then again, provide the list that you want to filter. We're going to copy it to a new location. Let's copy it to S since we already have data in R. And again, we're going to click for unique, hit OK. And now this is how many.
Departments there are.
Yep, 7 departments in this company. Right? So now you know how to filter, how to sort. We went through the Vlookup a little bit, and then we figured out unique values, right? And then we also, on top of that, we figured out how to use the count function and how to use the these quick, not statistics, but quick descriptive statistics, if that's how we want to say it. But we found how to describe our data, or figured out how to describe it real quick with Excel's functionality, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think so far?
Pretty interesting. I like the shortcuts with the buttons.
Yeah.
Quicker.
Makes it quick, right?
Yeah.
So you think we're good for today, or you want to keep going?
No, I think we're good for today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're going to practice, and then on the next one, right?
Yeah.
Alrighty, lad. I'll catch you on the next one. Like and subscribe.